Excuse me, sir? A camera guy is telling me he took a photo of my wife.
They don't bug you for the videos that you're making, and so don't be pestering them for the photos that they take back. Coach Greg, and it keeps getting worse for Larry Wheels. He's at it yet again. We've seen in the past he slapped Dean in the face for trying to hug his wife. We know about all of the things that he's into, and here's the situation. An 80-year-old takes a photo of what he believes is his wife. In case you're wondering, this is at a fitness expo where fitness celebrities attend. Many of their fans will show up and take photos, sign autographs, take pictures, perhaps buy things, and it's where you get to meet your fans. Kind of like it will be at the Arnold Classic where a lot of fans and people, famous fitness people are going to be there. And so let's see how he reacts.
A camera guy is telling me he took a photo of my wife.
No, I took a photo of you.
Is it me?
Yeah.
This is to be expected. How many times do you think people are going to take photos of you when you're in a public space, especially at a fitness event, where it's totally expected?
Okay, can I see the photo, please?
The older man is embarrassed. He's thinking, this guy is about 100 pounds bigger than me. What is exactly going on?
So, no, but...
Yeah, so you can see the photo here.
You're in a public fitness expo, fully clothed. People are taking photos left and right. People are videotaping. People are approaching strangers with microphones, interviewing people, doing all kinds of nonsense. People are acting. People are going to be embarrassing you on purpose. People are going to do anything. Why would you approach an 80-year-old and demand seeing a photo in case he took a photo of his wife? Let's assume that he did. Is she wearing any less photos than her public photos that she has on her Instagram? Why do we care? Now, here's what I've noticed. When it's a smaller man, Larry is quick to attack them, slaps Dean in the face, goes up to this man, demands a photo. But when Rampage Jackson, who is just as tough as him, probably a lot tougher, when he asked publicly, hey, if you want to make money, let me sleep with your wife. But when other people even hint at doing something that he thinks is inappropriate, he's quick to react.
You swipe? Yeah, we're good. You tell me something went down with the photo, so I wanted to make sure nothing inappropriate. That's all.
And so if you react this strongly to somebody trying to take a photo of your wife when they actually are not, why do you let your wife embarrass you in front of other people? Literally, with the help of AI, she has a photo of her hugging Rampage Jackson with Larry looking at him. Why does he care? Why is it so bad that he would take a photo of Larry's girlfriend? Let's say that he did. What would have happened? Why'd you take the photo? Well, my friend, he's a fan of you and he wanted to see what your wife looked like in person. He thinks she photoshops her photos. I wanted to show him that she looks just as good in person as on the internet. Why does it matter?
It doesn't matter!
And so you think if myself and Mepsigram are walking somewhere and somebody takes a photo of her, that somehow is inappropriate? You can't do that. But if it's me, it's perfectly okay. Are we not seeing the double standard? It's perfectly okay if they want to take photos of a man, but not a woman. And why is that? Oh, because you think he's going to do something inappropriate with that photo later on in the privacy of his own home? What about their Instagram? Have you looked at their Instagram handle? Let's say the man was gay and he takes a photo of Larry. Does Larry's wife now have to go and ask him, hey, show me your photo, delete it? Larry has not seen his wife's Instagram 2,000 likes. I really don't understand when people get mad when people take photos of them in the gym when they're literally going to then post the same photos on the internet on their own wall. Seeing women go to the gym, they're filming a video of them working out. Someone takes a photo and they get mad. You realize when you post a video on the internet, the public is going to see it later. Where's the difference? How is it any different? If you're filming something to put it on the internet later on, and somebody watches it later on, how is it different than if they watch it right now? I miss the old Larry Button. Larry used to be a good guy. Is he in fact maybe just coping just a little bit? Does he now have to go above and beyond to defend his wife's integrity? To somehow make it look like he's a protector, an alpha, that he runs the show? Cameraman and and instigating shit that isn't real. And y'all in public area where all photography is allowed, so even if he took a picture of your wife, it ain't no different than TMZ snapping it. Think about it. People approach Justin Bieber doing whatever, different celebrities, singers, musicians, actors, and they take photos of them all day long. Paparazzi, they follow them around literally. Y'all seen Shia LaBeouf with his shirt on, wrestling, fighting after a night out, Mardi Gras, acting all drunk? People approaching him, taking photos and videos. You really think that Shia LaBeouf can say, hey bro, I saw you videotaping me right now. I just want to make sure that there's nothing in there that's inappropriate. Like, give me your phone. Yeah, I'm drunk and fighting and looking like an idiot. And so you're going to delete that. Do you really think you can do that? And so that is the equivalent of what Larry did right here. Low key, when people start streaming, you can tell if they were actually someone you should have been a fan of or not. Think of this, like this, I really want you to understand. Larry Wheels, Clavicular, all of these streamers, they walk around with the camera in your face. The lights flashing, they're walking around the expos or nightclubs in the bar, and they're approaching strangers, and they're filming you with video. You're not asking permission. Walking down the street, hey, all 400 of you over there, you see we're filming. Just make sure you're not doing anything inappropriate because we want to make sure that nobody gets embarrassed, that no one is caught on camera by accident. Do you really think that after filming with Larry Wheels and Rampage walking down the street that somebody's going to walk up to them and say, oh, I noticed you guys were filming down the street. I just want you to show me the video in case I was in the video in the background doing something inappropriate. You know, I'm just walking down the street, minding my own business, and I want to make sure that I'm not in your video. You really think they're going to stop what they're doing, show the person the video and say, yo, that's okay. I can see you didn't do anything inappropriate. Larry ain't doing that. None of these streamers are doing that. And so have a little bit of respect. And so they don't bug you for the videos that you're making. And so don't be pestering them for the photos that they take back. He's videotaping that old man in the background. Why doesn't he go up to Larry and say, you know what, Larry? My wife is going to see this video and my kids, my family, and I'm a little bit embarrassed. I am intimidated by you. You walked up to me suggesting that I might have taken a photo of your wife inappropriately to perhaps do something later. I don't want that footage, and so delete it right now, Larry, before I bitch slap your ugly ass. Notice the old man, he didn't say that because he has some respect. Personally, I don't think you should have posted this video. Why are we posting this? For likes, views, and attention. And so, as Joey Swole has said 400 times, you need to do better.
You need to do better.
What's happening here is Larry and these streamers are getting 7 to 10 hours, whatever, of footage each and every day. They post it publicly, and then they pay clippers to take the most annoying, viral, ridiculous, stupid incidents and post it everywhere. The perfect example, a slap to the face. It goes viral. You get millions of views. Larry Wheels has stated that he's gotten over 1 billion views, perhaps in the last month, if you add up everything. And so, very viral. They'll do whatever it takes, famously said by Rich Piana, in order to get the views, in order to get the money. And so, all of that you're seeing right here, it's because Larry needs to make more money. Remember, he spent it all on cam girls.
Yeah, back in the day when I was on trend blasting steroids, I had a raging porn addiction, which escalated to spending money on custom videos of girls.
You say you spent over $10,000 a day?
Yeah, I was spending I eventually became broke from it.
You don't go broke from watching corn. Do you know that you can get it for free? Kids can get it for free, they shouldn't, and it's messing up people's minds. And so if you're spending $10,000 a day on something that's free, well, I've got something to sell you. It's Turk Builder Max. In comparison to $10,000 a day, if you spend money on corn, why not spend it, considering you can get it for free, and save up all the money you spend on that and buy every bit of Turk Builder Max that you can find. Now remember, I've already stated in previous videos that this prevents addictions of several different kinds, the kinds that Larry Wheels has. And so, if you don't want to end up like Larry Wheels, cuck maxing, This is the cure. It's hard to believe, and you're thinking $100. It can't be that good. It's only $100 for 40. There's no way. Peptides. Oh, we'll spend $500 on peptides because peptides, they work. Now, remember, if you want to get peptides, you go to AlgoRx, use code Greg, gives you 10% off. You get all kinds of stuff, and clomiphene, testosterone, the list goes on and on. This is natty, okay? You don't need to inject it, okay? It should be $1,000. If this was $1,000, I would be using it, going through it like flies. $1,000 is worth it. Natty, in my opinion, it should cost more for natural items because it's more natural. If it's going to have negative side effects like Tren, for example, that some of you morons are using, why would it be so cheap to use Tren when it's so dangerous? And so what really it should be is Tren should cost $1,000. Am I saying the opposite argument here? I've thought about all of this, and here would be the solution. Tren should cost $1,000, and this should stay at $100. Because if Tren were 10 times the price of this, less people would buy the Tren, and more people would buy this. But because Tren is only about probably $100 for the same thing, you're like, $100 for Tren, $100 for that, I'm going to get the Tren. But it's like shortening your life and turning you into Larry Wheels and Mike Israel. Larry, with all his millions of followers, millions of dollars, he spent all of it on women. Considering that I looked up his stats on viewstats.com or CA, whatever, he was only making between, perhaps it said $6,000 to $16,000 a month. Clearly not enough to afford all the luxuries of life. I mean, I watched his wife saying that she wouldn't want to drive a regular ass vehicle. She wanted a Bentley, I believe it was. If she's not happy driving, like, for example, a Hummer, and she needs a Bentley, well, best believe Larry isn't going to make that kind of money just by making YouTube. Perhaps he's not selling enough of his lever belts or that 3 milligram cum squirt with the caffeine. Larry, just going to give some tips, some financial advice for Larry. And it's also assisted by Connor Sinan. And so this is what you need to know. You can start selling cream for the face because the markup on Turk Builder Max is all right, but nothing compared to the creams that women rub on their face. And so you can put a proprietary blend of Larry's fanatical ingredients and you put it into a cream and it's $1,000 an ounce. The markup is about 950%. You'll be richer than last time. And so let me read to you the name that Connor Sinan had suggested to Coach Greg. Maugustinus. It will far supersede Mog with androtate and clavicular. And so it's Maugustinus with clavicular. I think we ended the video well. We now have a new endeavor for Larry Wheels to invest in. He no longer has to annoy people, approach people, slap people on stream. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm, like the video if you liked it. Don't forget to watch the bloops, and be sure to go and click all the buttons, and this is what the buttons represent. You can get coaching plans by me and my team. You can go to AlgoRx. You can go to HGLT supplements. You can click if you want to be a sponsored person that we can pay to be like on the team of the Coach Greg, and you get the promotions, the discount codes, all that good stuff. And also, if you want to carry all these supplements into your stores, the links are there. And that's it. And I'm out.